Hey, Cornerstone Baptist Church, Pastor Paul Carter here with a few announcements for you to pay attention to. First thing is to let you know that we have a couple of apps now that you can download onto your phone, partly just as a desire to connect with you in different ways, but also partly a way to manage the COVID realities. We're not handing out bulletins. So we actually have a Cornerstone app now that you can find. It'll have the sermon notes on it. It's an easy way to listen to the sermon from the previous week. So you can find that wherever you get your apps, Google Play, Apple Store, App Store, I think it's called, whatever it is. You can find it there, and right alongside of the Into the Word app, you can find that there as well. I also want to remind you that we want to be praying for you. We want to be a praying church. Obviously, we're having to do that a little bit differently. Again, we're not writing our prayer requests and submitting them through the offering plate. And so we've been receiving fewer prayer requests than we were previously. So we just want to encourage you to figure out a way to do this. You can email them to us. You can also use the prayer tab on the website. You can do that through the app that we just talked about. So there's different ways of getting your prayer requests in, and we want to encourage you to figure those out. I know it's an adjustment, but we want to continue to pray for one another. Also, just with respect to offering, thanks again so much for figuring out online offering. I know that's an adjustment, but so many of you have figured that out, and we're deeply appreciative of that. I want to let you know that if you would still like your paper offering envelopes for 2021, we're still having those. We're still making those available. All you need to do is call the office and arrange a time to come in and pick them up. A very important announcement here with respect to the Christmas Eve service. I know that we all enjoy that. We're fortunate in that we're able to do it in two different locations this year because of RCC having access down at the Christian school. So that'll be very helpful. RCC folks are going to do their Christmas Eve service there, and that should leave enough room for us all to get in here, but it's going to be a bit of a jigsaw puzzle. So we really need you to register as soon as possible if you're planning to be here, because we want to try and get everybody in. We're going to space out. If you tell us how many people are coming in your family group, in your bubble, we should be able to get a fair number of people in here safely spaced. And that service is on December 24th, obviously, at 6 p.m. Now, we already have a bunch of people registered, so do this quick. If you leave this to the 23rd, we almost certainly will not be able to get you in. So register right away for that. And then another Christmas announcement, we've had a bunch of people ask us about putting Christmas cards into the mailboxes. Just with COVID again, protocol-wise, we need to close the mailboxes for that kind of distribution. We just recommend that you send out your Christmas cards through the post. All right, and in just a few minutes, we're going to show the pre-service prayer slides that I know you appreciate. About 5 minutes we try to give you just to pray through all of that. But before we do, we're just going to pass it off to Brother Ron Aiken, who has some mission announcements that you can add to your prayer time as well. All right, God bless.
Good morning, church family. My name is Ron Aiken. I'm the missions coordinator for Redeemer and Cornerstone. And we are being so blessed this year by your faithfulness in giving to the overall budget of the church, out of which is missions. And we've been able to not only meet our obligations with our missions partners around the world, we've been able to surpass them. Where there has been extra need, we've been able to help towards that need. We will not be having our traditional Angel Tree program for Family Circle this year, just because of the logistics involved in trying to do that. So we've made up for that by another approach with our missions giving this year. So we have 10 of our own families who will be supported through our benevolence fund. We have our children's ministry that is collecting toiletries, gloves, socks, small items for the clients at the Lighthouse. And part of being in taking the place of our Christmas tree, Angel Tree program is we have already given a substantial check to the Salvation Army Christmas Hamper project, because some of the ladies who would have been here for the Angel Tree program will be going to the Salvation Army, so we decided that we needed to increase our donation there. We'll be supporting 8 families also through the Prison Fellowship Angel Tree program, and that is a commitment of $35 per child. We have 14 children represented in those 8 families. So that's $35 a child. We have cards made up. You can pick up one of those from the ladies in the foyer as you leave the service. And lastly, we have made a contribution through Voice of the Martyrs. And they work with people around the world who are predominantly in nations that are closed to the gospel. We've selected one of those, and we have given a check of support to them, which can be used in their local situation. And these are brothers and sisters that are paying the price, really, for being believers in Jesus Christ. So we feel it's a well-rounded program this year. We want to bring this to your attention so that you can prayerfully consider how you can support this. And so thanks again for all of your gracious giving throughout the year, and particularly at Christmas time. God bless.